PirateSoftware allegedly got a Twitch streamer banned for making fun of him. Cool. Yeah, I was looking to purchase some more magic cards, so awesome. To start things off, let me go ahead and set the stage. Currently, there is a really big event going on hosted by the Burnt Peanut called Peanut's Wasteland. It's a major Rust streamer server that launched on April 3rd. It's been going through. And an individual who's been participating in this huge event is a streamer named I'm Fetus. They're boasting a sweet 100,000 followers on their Twitch channel, and as you can see here, they are currently banned due to a violation of Twitch's community guidelines. Now, I want to make this clear now, as I'm trying to be respectful and fair to both parties here. We don't know if Pirate is the direct reason for this suspension. A lot of people believe that to be the case, and we are currently waiting to hear an official response from I'm Fetus. I've reached out to him directly in hopes to get an interview with him to chat more about what's going on. And as for now, I want to show you guys all the available information, what Fetus learned from getting the suspension, which was not very much, which is very confusing, and essentially catch you guys up to speed before we get more information, hopefully down the road here. I've got a few clips to show you. These have just been archived by random people that I've been able to reach out to get some of this, but because he ended up getting suspended, all of the very recent clips, past broadcasts, ended up getting removed as well. TLDR, in this Rust server, I'm Fetus decided to do a parody of PirateSoftware, and I won't lie, he's pretty good at it.
Lock in, chat. All right. Let's go. Everybody gather around. We're heading to where I used to work, but not anymore. Blizzard Entertainment. That's right. Over 6 years. Some of the best development. Great times. All right, so here we are. Yeah, moving inside. Got a photograph of my mage. Look at that. There I am. Yeah. That was me right before my entire team got wiped. Yeah, idiots. Should have listened to the callouts. Should have listened to the callouts. And my favorite part. Coming in here and seeing the ferrets just makes me really happy and fuzzy inside.
As you can see from just that first clip, he's doing a quite impressive, dare I say, impression of PirateSoftware, doing a parody of him and going through this Rust server like he made Blizzard HQ. He also made something called the Taj Mahals, which is quite beautifully well done. But he's going around meeting with some of the other creators. He runs into Burnt Peanut a few times. Some really funny clips come out of that.
My name's Pirate. I actually used to work at Blizzard. I'm just here trying to build a Taj Mahals, man. I don't mean any harm against anybody.
No, we were coming to defend the Taj Mahals.
Hello, guys.
This guy's with me. He's with me. Yeah, I actually used to work for Blizzard, and this is something that I modeled kind of to represent my career. I'm actually second gen Blizz too, if that I do. In fact, I run a ferret rescue.
Oh, wow, wow.
I have a few, several adult ferrets that I could actually, you could adopt right now. What would it cost to get access back to my Taj Mahals here? And to be clear, I'm actually, it depends. My family, I'm actually second gen Blizz. Mom and dad used to work there. They procreated. And then they popped me out, and I've been working there for about 6 years, and then I left to do OnlyFans. No, I'm not even close. Okay. As a matter of fact, I have a managem, but I just decided not to use it because I wanted to watch them die. Yeah, I said it.
Like I said, just some really funny bits where he's just really repeating some of the very classic stuff that came out of all of the PirateSoftware drama. Just, I used to work at Blizzard, and I worked there for 7 years, and I have a ferret rescue. Just kind of rescinding these. He's not making anything new up outside of just kind of like riffing. Like he said, he was working at Chili's, did an OnlyFans, whatever. I'm not really even taking this as him hating the guy. He's just making fun of the very funny antics that all came about during that PirateSoftware drama. But that is not how everybody took it. Now, I say that because I'm going to show you that PirateSoftware ends up seeing this stuff and ends up chatting about it in his Discord, and I have those messages and I'll read through them to show you his reaction. But I want to make it clear that behind closed doors, it seemed like there was some discussion happening between I'm Fetus's main moderator as well as the head mod Kronos for PirateSoftware. But I do feel like this context is important because it still might point to what had gone down to lead to I'm Fetus getting banned. It starts off with Pirate posting one of the Twitch clips of I'm Fetus doing the pirate thing, and he's saying, "This is why we have dozens of people crashing the stream saying I'm playing Rust." Some of his other community members are also, messaging and stuff during it. I'll read through some of them as Pirate replies to them. He continues on, I don't even know this guy, and he's supposed to be an ambassador for Twitch. He's been doing it all week. Sub goals for it. Tons of clips. It's fucking weird. Someone replies, so report them to Twitch. Shit makes no sense. And Twitch is okay with that? Is that something you can contact your partner manager about? I bet. He responds back, Twitch has not given a shit. They keep going, they won't, but they're using your likelihood to earn money, and I think you can go legal with that, which is a crazy line. And Pirate himself also, thinks that that's a bit insane. He replies to them saying, lol, no. Someone else had said, surprised other streamers are okay with it. He replies back, I'm not. Following up, he posts a clip of him showing off Blizzard HQ, and another post here from Twitch Clips. He's running sub goals around it and even made his base into Blizzard. Like, this shit is unhinged. Someone else saying, I hope Twitch actually does something, to which he responds, big doubt they will, TBH. The fucked part is, I don't even know this guy. He's just attacking some character he thinks I am at this point. Just another example of fucking weirdo behavior. Which, Pirate is right. He's making fun of the character of PirateSoftware, which is a culmination of all the goofy, dumb shit that he was doing during his big drama. Which I think to anybody outside of this, other than Pirate and, some of his loyal viewers that think he can do no wrong, it's very clearly satire. He just has his mouth on a PNG of Pirate and is just reciting like the most common popular bits that PirateSoftware was made fun of for doing. Someone said on the Discord, I'm going a different route and reporting it for nudity since the guy displayed a drawing of a male penis on stream. Hit it from as many angles as possible and Twitch might actually care about one of them. Pirate responds, honestly, that is hilarious. Sure, you just forgot to type stay frosty at the end. Now, following a bit of this discourse, it got back to I'm Fetus, and his head mod ended up reaching out to, Pirate's Discord, and there seemed to be some discourse between him and Kronos like I was talking about earlier. This is a message on Pirate's server where Kronos is saying, he's talking about someone, saying that someone's spreading claims, and then just confirming that I'm chatting with Dead Moose who has reached out to me. 99% of the issue has been chat hoppers and people trying to cause drama, people making out that Thor is much more upset than he actually is. Same as people claiming that Fetus is openly targeting Thor, etc. It's all chat hopper drama. So Kronos here is even seeming to be pretty level-headed. He's making a point that even people, I would presume, on Pirate's side of the aisle here, are making claims like Fetus is openly targeting Thor. This leads me to believe that, yeah, Kronos at the very least is also looking at this as okay, it's parody. He's making fun of the funny bits, right? And honestly, I think that's awesome. I may be a drama channel, but when things go smoothly and people are able to chill out, great. But unfortunately, of course, that's not where the story ends. So this came out on April 13th, and then April 14th is when I'm Fetus ends up getting banned. To be clear, though, a suspension of 7 days. Now, it's a big deal because for, I'm Fetus, he's a big creator. He's got over 100,000 followers, but he's, playing with the biggest right now. He's in a streamer event with a Burnt Peanut, Moist Critical, all these other huge names. To lose access to being able to create content during one of the biggest events that I think he's been a part of, it's a huge issue. Now, this is his first post into his Discord here, saying, yeah, sorry guys, I don't want to let you guys down and certainly didn't want to cause any issues. To be clear, if I was reached out to or communicated directly by Twitch that what I was doing was not okay, I would have fully stopped. I'm a little disappointed in the lack of warning, but it is what it is. Later on in the evening, he makes a second post into his Discord saying, well, I made the point that a little direct communication would have remedied this immediately, and not to mention his mod did indicate there was no issue with it outside of toxic chatters trying to manufacture drama. Never was my intent to cause issues or harass or bother anyone, just some lighthearted comedy. If I got an email or a message saying, hey Fetus, we need you to stop doing this, done, full stop. But I was just hit with a 7-day ban without warning, so I'm a bit disappointed. From what I understand, he has been a Twitch streamer for 8 years and has had no other issues show up on his track record during that entire 8-year tenure. So I don't blame him for being upset. This is a really shit situation for the guy. Now, he ends up going through and putting through an appeal. He comments on that saying, I think I'll wait to hear the answer on my appeal. Given my track record on Twitch, I'm hopeful they will lift the ban. I wrote a well-written appeal from the heart, so hopefully they see this wasn't anything with malicious intent. People were chatting in his Discord, assuming what was going on and that perhaps it was an automated thing, but he ends up commenting later on, yesterday for me, saying it wasn't automated. Sadly, they deleted all the VODs, so I wouldn't be able to provide proof of me speaking up against the hatred the guy receives. I've made clear so many times I'm firmly against it. Now, at this point, I should mention, we haven't seen that I'm Fetus is directly saying that the reasoning for the ban was that PirateSoftware got him banned, or that it was directly tied to that. We don't know, but we get a little bit more than that because Peanut himself ends up commenting on it, and he was talking with Fetus, and it appears, based off of what Burnt Peanut is saying, that he got banned for doing this PirateSoftware bit.
Oh my God, no way. Okay, guys, all right, I'm going to tell you what Fetus just said. Fetus just typed in the Knights of the Buggers chat, Sadly, Twitch is giving me a 7-day suspension for the pirate software bit. That's insane. That is fucking insane.
They just made it worse.
There is no way.
Now, I think it's this particular clip in conjunction with the fact that he was, doing a parody of Pirate Software that has a lot of people suspecting that Pirate Software is directly responsible for his suspension on Twitch. And as of right now, we just don't know that. Could it have been that Pirate Software directly reported him? Sure, it could be the case, but it could also be a variety of other things. It could have just been that Twitch ended up deciding to do that because he's a Twitch ambassador. I don't really exactly know how that works, but fundamentally, we just don't have a direct answer. And Peanut here is not saying that Pirate Software is the reason that he got banned. He's saying that the Pirate Software bit is the reason that he got banned, or at least that's what he's heard from Fetus. I'm saying all of this because I want to be charitable to Pirate, especially when we don't know conclusively if he is to blame for this, or if it's just Twitch doing their own thing. I'm in agreement with Fetus, and pretty much I think most other people, that I don't think that Pirate deserves unwarranted hate. Just because he's done dumb shit in the past doesn't mean that he should get shit for stuff that he isn't doing. Like, if Twitch is doing this and it's very clearly being done in a comedic fashion, like he's not even directing hate towards Pirate, he doesn't deserve a ban for it, especially in a situation like this where he really ends up benefiting from getting to participate in something like this. It's a huge stall in a snowball like this for a creator. But we do have a bit of good news from Fetus as of just this morning here, 2 a.m. Gentlemen, I just want to say I sincerely appreciate all the support. You guys are the defining reason why I do this. I cannot stress in words how pumped I am to come back. We will be back worst case Friday night, possibly and hopefully tomorrow. I think he means today. I have many staff, creators, and community members pledging support, and I couldn't be more grateful. Thanks for sticking with me. We're going to pump so fucking hard, etc., etc. He's super excited. And so it looks like from the support from not only Burnt Peanut, who said he had reached out to some of his people, as well as just the overwhelming support for Fetus, it seems that they're overturning that suspension a bit early for him. I'm very interested to hear what your guys' thoughts are on this too, but like I said at the beginning of this, I've reached out to I'm Fetus, and I'm hopeful to hear back from him, potentially do an interview with him to go over his own experience for this, get a few more details for you guys, and follow up with that. But until then, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If it helped you stay informed and you found it entertaining, be sure to subscribe, leave a like, perchance a hype, and I'll catch you guys later. Adios. Peace. Bye.